racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go.
And he now acknowledges that race was a factor in those arrests and calling the police in the first place. We're encouraged to know that he has quickly put in place new policies and procedures to prevent this from happening again. We're encouraged to know that his policies over the last year and a half or so have led to a 65% decrease in police-related shootings and stop and frisks that are down by 50%. That being said, however, we're here today because there is still much more work that needs to be done in the area of policing with regard to black and brown people in Philadelphia. Even with those numbers, there are still too many officers who harass and abuse black and brown people simply because of the color of their skin. We're here today because while those numbers have gone down, stop and frisks are still too high. Even though the jail is closing, the other jails are still filled with far too many black and brown men and women. And while police shootings are down, Brandon Tate Brown and David Jones remind us that a routine traffic stop for black people in Philadelphia is never all that routine. In Philadelphia and across America, too many times in communities of color, the police departments have operated more as an occupying force than as a place that we can go to recognize being served and protected. Therefore, we're here to reinforce Power's previously stated demands. First of all, we demand that the mayor, the police chief, and others in top leadership meet with us. If Starbucks founder, Starbucks CEO, Starbucks top leadership can come from New York and Seattle to meet with us for an hour and a half with a group of clergy and community activists, then certainly the mayor that we pay, the commissioner that we pay, and the top brass that we pay can do the same thing in their own city. We demand a face-to-face meeting where we can lay out our concerns and demands. We're also here to say that as Starbucks has demonstrated, leadership starts at the top. So while we appreciate the apology of the commissioner, this does not stop with him, but it stops with the mayor of the city of Philadelphia. So we're not going to end our march at the Roundhouse, but we're going to end it at the mayor's office down at City Hall. We demand body cameras for all police officers, not in 8 years, but in 12 months, and that we be allowed to sit and to help implement and write and rewrite the policy for usage of body cameras. We demand that the city of Philadelphia will retain experts in the area of implicit bias and de-escalation, and do like Starbucks and do a system-wide retraining of all police officers in how they conduct themselves with regard to those two areas. We demand what we've been saying now for the last several years, that the Police Advisory Commission, the group that is supposed to be a watchdog group on behalf of the citizens, first of all be given real power to investigate and have say on police behavior. But beyond that, we demand that the mayor write into his budget $3 million for the Police Advisory Commission, that they might hire enough investigators that they can in fact investigate matters like what happened on last Thursday, that the people of Philadelphia might be safe. We don't want to hear how wrong this was from the mayor, but we want action from the mayor. And we want action in the form of money and a budget that will pay for body cameras, that will pay for retraining, and that will pay for a Police Advisory Commission to protect us. And that's why we're marching to City Hall. And so come on, let's go tell the mayor what we want. Come on, put your hands together and tell the mayor we demand a change.